Hoops 8 Tournament Preview Show with Sports Director Travis Lee on Channel 8 WNTW.
Oh, a flashback to the A-Girls Tournament 20 years ago. After back-to-back losses in the state title game, Catherine McCauley finally gets gold, beating Coney 67-61 behind Sarah Marshall. The school went on to win 5 more titles before closing. Now, McCauley was a perennial contender in the 2000s for titles. This year, it's another Catholic school that enters the AA tournament as one of the favorites.
Windham will look to ride the explosive Sarah Talon deep into the tournament. Massabesic has wins over Gorham and Scarborough to its resume and a host of shooters to surround Michaela Jacobs. Thornton Academy got back on track at the end of the year. Addison Sulikowski, Jess Dow, and Hannah Cook give TA a big 3. Scarborough's been as good as anyone since Christmas. The Red Storm are deep and balanced. Emma Lizotte carried the Stags for weeks. Reinforcements are back for Cheverus with Haley Jordan and Maddie Fitzpatrick healthy. The Stags' defense has an intimidation factor. Oxford Hills is looking for a three-peat. The Vikings bring waves of athletes, and Sierra Carson has elevated her game. Gorham has the pieces to play different styles. The Rams put pressure on opposing guards, and Anna Nelson is as good an alpha as there is in the bracket.
All right, Michael, in the North will start Oxford Hills and Cheverus. They played 2 games. They split them. Those games decided by 4 points. They seem like they could be on a collision course in AA North, that is.
Yeah, absolutely, and I give Hampton Academy and Bangor and Windham a lot of credit too. They've had very strong seasons, and a couple of those schools have played Oxford Hills and Cheverus very tough. But I would be very surprised if the AA North girls final is not Oxford Hills and Cheverus Part 3. I saw the first game down here. Cheverus rallied for a dramatic win. The game up there, Oxford Hills rallies from down 11 to win in overtime. You got to believe a third act would be just a terrific contest. And Cheverus has really put together a great season, even without Maddie Fitzpatrick. Their other girls really came of age. They've got a strong senior core of leaders that have just stepped up game after game after game. Emma Lazatte's one of the best post players around, and she passes beautifully from the post. So they're so tough to match up with. And of course, defense is their calling card as always with Coach Billy Goodman. And you alluding to McCauley there made me a little wistful. Of course, Billy Goodman won 3 championships at McCauley about a decade ago. So he's looking to lead Cheverus to the promised land. And it's not going to be easy with Oxford Hills standing in the way, but they have a great shot to do it this year for the first time.
And not mentioned, they've been up and down, but Lewiston can put 3 scorers on the floor. They could be trouble in a quarterfinal matchup. And down in the South, Gorham, I've heard people say that when you watch Gorham play, that team looks like they played together forever. They really play off each other. We respond to each other very well. They're going to be a tough out in the South. Thornton Academy seems like they've gotten healthy at the right time. Addison Sulikowski is a player that has really stepped up and become an all-around great player. And Scarborough, they beat Cheverus, even though they were without Fitzpatrick. They've got a team there that's got some nice pieces. Yeah, talk about defense. Coach Mike Giordano, that's what they pride themselves on, is winning games on defense. It's not always pretty. The other night against Deering is a great example. They only had 22 points through 3 quarters, and they came alive. The defense kind of sparked the offense there. I mentioned him after the game. I said, if I told you back in November you'd win 14 games, he said, I would have laughed at you. So he's very pleasantly surprised as well. I think that's going to be a great 4-team race because Massabesic's proven that they can beat anybody down there too. So that might be, a lot of these regions we've talked about being close, there's at least one team that you kind of view as the favorite. Maybe Gorham's that, but I think you can really make a strong case for TA, for Scarborough, for Massabesic, and that'll be a lot of fun to watch once those teams get to the Civic Center. That's why we play the games. Excellent, Michael. All right, and if you were there, you will never forget it. Hard to believe it was 30 years ago, that the most unforgettable tournament game of all time took place. South Portland rallied from down 12 with a little over for 2 minutes left to beat Bangor in 5 overtimes. Will there ever be a game like that this year? Well, we'll find out in 3 weeks. More Tournament Preview Show when we come back.